During the North African campaign, a bunch of soldier boys had been on a long hike, and they arrived in a little town called Casino. The next day, being Sunday, several of the boys went to church. A sergeant commanded the boys in church, and after the chaplain had read the prayer, the text was taken up next. Those of the boys who had a prayer book took them out, but this one boy had only a deck of cards, so he spread them out. The sergeant saw the cards and said, "Soldier, put away those cards." After the services were over, the soldier was taken prisoner and brought before the provost marshal. The marshal said, "Sergeant, why have you brought this man here?" "For playing cards in church, sir." "And what do you have to say for yourself, son?" "Much, sir," replied the soldier. The provost marshal said, "I hope so, for if not, I shall punish you more than any man was ever punished." The soldier said, "Sir, I have been on a march for about 6 days. I have neither Bible nor prayer book, but I hope to satisfy you, sir, with the purity of my intentions." And with that, the boy started his story. "You see, sir, when I see the ace, it reminds me that there is but one God. And the deuce reminds me that the Bible is divided into 2 parts, the Old and the New Testament. When I see the tray, I think of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And when I see the 4, I think of 4 evangelists that preached the gospel. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And when I see the 5, it reminds me of the 5 wise virgins who trimmed their lamps. There were 10 of them. 5 were wise and were saved. 5 were foolish and were shut out. When I see the 6, it reminds me that in 6 days God made the heaven and the earth. When I see the 7, it reminds me that on the 7th day God rested from his great work. And when I see the 8, it reminds me of the 8 righteous persons God saved when he destroyed the earth. There was Noah, his wife, their sons, and their wives. When I see the 9, I think of the lepers our Savior cleansed, and 9 out of 10 didn't even thank him. When I see the 10, I think of the 10 commandments God handed down to Moses on the tablets of stone. When I see the king, it reminds me that there is one king, God Almighty. When I see the queen, I think of the Blessed Virgin Mary, who is Queen of Heaven. And the jack of knaves is the devil. When I count the number of spots on the deck of cards, I find 365, the number of days in a year. There are 52 cards, the number of weeks in a year. There are 4 suits, the number of weeks in a month. There were 12 pictured cards, the number of months in a year. There are 13 tricks, the number of weeks in a quarter. So you see, sir, my pack serves me as a Bible, an almanac, a prayer book, and friends, this story is true. I know, because I was that soldier.